qualifying HollyShorts Film Festival. And with us in this episode, we have David Flores, Mary Rose
Branick.
Thank you so much, and Kyle Little to talk about their film Likeness. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, thanks.
Can you give us a log line a little bit about the film, which will be premiering or screening Tuesday at 7:30 in the thriller category? Is that right?
Yes,
Okay,
correct. So I'll take on the log line and then we can kind of open it up.
Love it.
It's about, it's Likeness. It's about a young woman who is working with an AI copy of her mom to investigate the sudden disappearance of her real mom. So
amazing. Okay.
mic drop. Yeah.
I know.
That's it.
So you guys have a lot of technical filmmaking involved, and you had a cyc wall, and you used a Steadicam, and you rigged up a golf cart.
Yes.
Oh my God, right.
I
Yes,
would
we did.
love to hear about the golf cart rigging and also the cyc wall and working with a production designer.
Well, let's start with the golf cart because Kyle was actually the driver
Yeah,
of
I'd love
that
to talk
golf
about the
cart.
golf
So,
cart.
Let's hear
from
all
your
about it.
perspective,
Yeah, producer / stunt driver, apparently. We had a really talented grip team that rigged up. We put our camera on the back. We had like 4 or 5 people riding. Dave, were you on the cart with us?
I
or
was
just
on
the
a couple
DP?
rides. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a couple takes of it. So
And the whole thing was there was a shot of Mary Rose running up a street, so she was a champ, running over and over, and I was driving like a madman, and we cut that scene completely.
yeah,
that
it's,
shot.
It's spoiler alert, not in the actual film. So
Oh, this shot.
the golf cart, yeah,
That
it's-
shot did not make it in, yeah.
Our Steadicam guy got injured and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
wow.
fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
it is true where you make 3 different movies, right? It's like the movie you write, the movie you shoot, and then the movie that's in post. And so in the movie that we shot, there's this amazing golf cart, like massive sequence. Maybe in the director's cut version of it, it could get in there. So.
So, David, you were the writer-director. Mary, you were the actress. I just want to
Yes.
specify that earlier
Yes.
for the listeners. And Kyle, you produced it and drove the golf cart.
Yes.
In the writing process, did you notice, I would love to know what changed. I love interviewing writer-directors because obviously they had a vision when they were writing, and then things may change when they get on set. What changed and why, whether that's creatively or technically?
Yeah, well, I think existentially, I wrote it to be a sci-fi thing, and I feel like, especially now with our run, it's kind of become weirdly prophetic, just in terms of real AI advancements. So, I didn't intend for it to be a documentary, but it kind of feels more like this technology could exist in 3 months from now. So we'll see. So that's a big change right off the bat. But I mean, I would say in terms of the actual filming, really going off of our actors, like Mary Rose especially. I think our first rehearsal, I just adjusted some things based off of her character and how her and our other lead, Virginia Newcomb, were kind of playing off of each other. So
Wow. And Mary, when you were working with the Steadicam, which didn't end up in the final cut, but anytime, technically, what was your relationship like with the camera operator or the cinematographer? Did you find you talked a lot, or did you talk through David? Or we talk a little bit about your rehearsal process with, the golf cart?
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of takes with that, or how
did
did that go?
we did. I feel like we did quite a few of that sequence. Luckily, it was an incredible team of people. I felt like on that set there was such good energy. I could talk to anybody I felt like I needed to talk to.
Right.
So in a moment I could talk to David, but I also could talk to anybody behind the camera as well.
Great.
So, and those people were also brilliant. It was an incredible shot, and it actually was interesting to work with, like, real physical exhaustion, you know?
Yeah.
It was towards the end of the day. We did it a couple of times in a way that actually felt pretty helpful.
And you guys also you used a cyc in a soundstage?
yes.
And do you know where you got your cyc from, or what did it look like for people that haven't seen it yet?
Yeah, so we actually shot at Avenida Productions, which actually was the crowdfunding platform source that we used to crowdfund the film. So thankfully they gave us a discount in
Great.
shooting at their studio.
Okay.
So they had the cyc wall, and that was part of it. It was like this is great. Let's like build off of this. So.
And what was the psych? What did it go like outside the window? Is that of, or yeah? What did I came from an art department background, so now I'm like fascinated by what the set looked like.
Oh well, they have a studio space where it was just like a big white psych wall. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's just like a big white space. It's the wall and it curves down onto the floor. So it's perfect for us because our AI character is in like basically a void when she's talking.
Oh,
So we just sat her on a stool right there, set up cameras and lights around her, and I think Mary Rose sat off screen and they had their conversation.
Terrific. So it's not like a skyline that is a background to give the illusion. You guys used
Literally
white
just
for
a white void.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, we use exactly. We use that to like
Perfect.
have that be the AI space that she's in.
And when you first yell cut, what is your first action that you find yourself taking, and why? Do you normally, and who do you talk to first? Do you go straight to talent? Do you go straight to crew?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm trying to remember now. I think for me, you know, the immediate thing is just taking a breath and
Yes.
assessing
Yes.
how did that go, and then once I kind of do my milliseconds of myself, I kind of turn. I think I turned directly to the DP and then my AD, and then I went to the talent and was like, how did that feel for you guys? So yeah, it was, I think in terms of hierarchy, it's like myself first and then DP, AD, talent.
Yeah, and what was the prep process like between building shot lists, communicating with your cinematographer, or rehearsals for the whole thing, and how much, prep process or knowledge did talent have about the day before you guys started shooting?
Well, Kyle and Mary Rose, feel free to jump in on this, but I mean, I would,
Open-ended questions.
yeah,
Yes.
I would like to say we tried to be as prepped as we could and communicative as we could, and obviously worked. Kyle was my partner in crime with all of that, so he was in the weeds with me in terms of trying to get this thing prepped.
And how did you guys link up? How did you first start work together?
We met at the Austin Film Festival in like 2017.
Oh, terrific.
We were both there as writers in the screenplay competition. And then a few years later, I saw David posted on like the alumni Facebook group, like, I need a producer for a short film.
Yeah, it
I
was
like, I could do that.
It was funny because I met Kyle at Austin at that time. I was like, this guy's great. I need to get his contact info. And I promptly didn't. And then life sort of moved on. And then, it just, we kind of reconnected through Facebook.
And what was the casting process like?
So we used EB casting directors, and we got several hundred auditions for the Caitlin character, which is what Mary Rose plays. And then, funny enough, just by pure coincidence, Mary Rose was actually the first audition that we watched.
Wow.
We did watch every others, but it
It's like, wow, they're all going to be this good?
Yeah, but it was
and then they weren't, but we watched them all.
yeah. But it was very much like Kyle and I. We watched Mary Rose's audition. She killed it, and then we had to take a moment and be like, okay, so let's just pretend we didn't see that. Let's watch everyone else, and then we'll circle back.
We'll
and
do
see.
our due diligence.
Yeah, we'll circle back and see if it still hit for us, and thankfully it did. So.
And Mary Rose, did you get the whole script up front, or did you just get sides?
God, I'm trying to remember.
You got sides.
I think I got, because the script was still in flux at that point. David was still editing it. I got sides, and it was very intriguing right off the bat. It's so nice as an actor when you get an audition with such incredible writing. It makes it so fun to work on.
Yeah.
So,
at Cinematography for Actors, we're all about bridging the gap between talent and crew. And so we love hearing about talent getting on set and feeling comfortable with the camera department or learning about the technicalities. We always want to create a safe place for every department, but especially actors, to be like, what does that mean? What is that camera you're using?
Yeah.
I know you're performing and you're in the zone, but did you find, just out of curiosity, that you were having conversations with the operator ever, or were you guys both in the zone? No, nothing is right or wrong. I just love learning about the different vibes and environments of different sets.
Yeah, I think I got to talk to everybody, which I think was a giant gift to me.
Yeah.
I've always been so curious as to learning more about everyone's specific jobs on set. I only graduated from grad school a couple of years ago, so I still feel green in this way, and so I admire so deeply everyone's very unique skill set, and it's things that I would never dream of being able to do. So.
I love that. And Kyle, I know you guys only shot for 2 days.
2 days,
right?
yeah.
Was that a crunch, or did you feel it was enough time?
It was a crunch. I mean, by the end product, I think it was enough time. But
Yeah.
we had to make some cuts for sure on the day. But
Yeah.
shout out to our AD for being ruthless with that. She was pretty good. She's like, this has to go. And we're like,
I
okay,
love
we can make
that.
it work.
Yeah, I called her the time Viking.
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
Yeah.
And what was the prep process like creating the shooting schedule? Did you move things around a lot, or was the first schedule you built pretty much how it shot for you, if you remember it all?
I think for the most part, that's how it was. I mean, we were pivoting day of because we just were really behind on both days. So,
Yeah.
but start of the shoot, it was like, this is our schedule. And then things
Right.
quickly, the wheels started coming off and we had to make adjustments day of.
And just to wrap it all up, what's something you're most excited about audiences seeing in your film?
Take it away, Kyle. You go first.
Oh my God. I'm excited for them to see the acting, honestly. Not sucking up, but Mary Rose and Virginia, who have, like, I'd seen her and stuff, and then her audition popped up, and I was like, oh my God, it's her. And then they, like, strangely, like, looked alike.
Yeah.
As mother and daughter.
Fantastic.
So I'm just really excited for the performances.
Perfect.
I think seeing it on such a giant screen highlights David's work so well, the editing so well. I think everyone who had even just took a finger dipped into the design, incredible. And then I just admire Virginia so much as an actor. So watching her from start to finish has been such a gift.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, again, not to piggyback off of Kyle, but I think to me one of the most heartwarming things so far about of our festival circuit has been audiences really responding to the acting performances. And for me, that's the whole, I knew that this film was going to make or break by the acting, so we tried to get the best caliber actor that we could for our budget. And I think Mary Rose and Virginia just absolutely kill it. I know I'm biased, but I think, and you know, thankfully we've gotten enough validation from audiences to where they do kill it. And if you watch it, you get the opportunity to watch it, I think you will agree with that.
Great. Okay, well, Tuesday, 7:30, the thriller category, Catch Likeness, starring Mary Rose
Branick. Yes.
I never want to
Oh
say
my
it
God,
incorrectly.
no,
Mary
you
Rose
did such a great
Branick,
job. That's
David
perfect.
Flores, and Kyle Little, the producer. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been another episode of the Cinematography for Actors podcast. Follow us on wherever you listen to your podcast to keep up to date on new episode releases. We will be live through August 20th here at HollyShorts Film Fest. If you're here, drop in and say a little hello at the VIP lounge. We also want to thank our sponsors, Apogee, Film Tools, Roscoe, Lightstone Rentals, Canon, and First Mile Tech. As a special gift to you listeners, we've partnered with We Make Movies to get you a discount on comprehensive production insurance packages. Use code CFA23 on your intake form for 10% off your quote by visiting wemakemovies.org/insurance.
If you missed any of our live streams, you can watch all of our interviews on our YouTube channel, Cinematography for Actors. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at Cinematography for Actors. You can also catch us in a more formal setting on Monday, August 14th at Japan House for a panel discussion on the importance of bridging the gap between talent and crew. You can get 20% off of your ticket purchase by using the code HSFF2023CFA at checkout.
Thanks!